The old oak stood, a venerable presence on the edge of the forest. Its gnarled branches, twisted and thick with age, reached out like protective arms towards the sea. The salty tang of the air was a familiar scent, woven into the very fabric of the oak's being. It had stood for generations, a silent sentinel witnessing the ebb and flow of life around it. The forest floor, a mosaic of sunlight and shadow, teemed with activity. Birds flitted through the undergrowth, their songs a cheerful melody in the air. Squirrels scampered up the oak's massive trunk, their tiny claws scratching against the rough bark. The oak watched them with a kind of grandfatherly indulgence, their fleeting lives a stark contrast to its own enduring existence. The oak had seen it all. It had watched the seasons turn countless times, each one painting the landscape in a new palette of colours. It had felt the warmth of the summer sun on its leaves and the icy bite of winter winds against its bark. Time for the oak was not a linear progression, but a cyclical dance, a constant unfolding and refolding of the natural world. The oak had seen countless generations of ephemera come and go. Butterflies, with their wings like stained glass, danced among the wildflowers that bloomed at its base. Their lives were but a fleeting moment, a single day, a lifetime. Yet the oak found beauty in their ephemeral existence, a reflection of the transient nature of all things. Fireflies, like tiny stars fallen to earth, twinkled in the twilight, their lights a magical spectacle against the deepening blue of the sky. The oak, a silent observer, marvelled at their fleeting brilliance, their brief lives a stark reminder of the preciousness of time. The oak had watched deer, their eyes wide and gentle, graze in the forest clearings. It had seen their young grow strong and eventually disappear into the depths of the woods, their lives a fleeting echo in the grand symphony of the forest. Each generation of ephemera, in its own way, added a verse to the forest's ongoing song. The oak, a steadfast presence, held the memory of their passing in the rings of its ancient heartwood. Spring arrived with a burst of colour and fragrance. The oak, awakening from its winter slumber, felt the sap rising within its veins, carrying the promise of new life. Tender green leaves unfurled from their buds, transforming the oak's bare branches into a vibrant canopy. Summer draped the forest in a cloak of emerald green. The oak basked in the warmth of the sun, its leaves rustling softly in the gentle breeze. Birds built their nests in the safety of its branches, their cheerful songs a constant serenade. Autumn arrived in a blaze of glory. The oak's leaves transformed into a kaleidoscope of fiery hues, crimson, gold and russet. The air grew crisp and cool, carrying the scent of damp earth and fallen leaves. The oak felt the change in its bones, the slowing of its lifeblood as winter approached. Winter descended upon the forest, cloaking the landscape in a blanket of silence. The oak stood bare, its branches stark against the grey sky. Snow fell softly, blanketing the forest floor in a pristine white. The oak slumbered, its dreams filled with memories of seasons past. In the depths of winter, when the world lay dormant beneath a blanket of snow, the oak dreamed. Its dreams were not like those of mortals, filled with fleeting fancies and desires. The oak's dreams were echoes of the past, whispers of time carried on the winter wind. One dream returned to the oak again and again, a vivid tapestry woven from memories spanning centuries. The oak saw itself as a young sapling, its bark smooth and silver grey. The forest around it was different then, wilder, untamed. The oak saw a tribe of Native Americans who lived in harmony with the forest. They called the oak the grandfather tree, and they came to it for guidance and wisdom. The oak watched their children play beneath its branches, their laughter echoing through the trees. As the oak grew, so did the world around it. Settlers arrived, clearing the land, building homes and transforming the landscape. The oak witnessed the birth of a nation, the clash of cultures and the relentless march of progress. The oak saw wars fought and peace treaties signed. It watched as cities rose from the wilderness and technology reshaped the world. Through it all, the oak remained, a silent sentinel bearing witness to the triumphs and tragedies of humankind.